Hello, this is Steve David Kozik, Chief Spiritual Officer for the LoveMakers Foundation, a unique 501c3 spiritual foundation whose purpose is to bring love to the world. And just as importantly, to bring love to each and every person on this planet. And we need to expand our reach. I wish we had 1 billion observers of this love message today, but it's okay, because love is the most powerful force in the world. Today's love message, and we're broadcasting in the middle of July of 2025 here in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is it's hot and steamy, but it's a beautiful place. Today's love message is spiritual love consciousness, becoming the light of the world. Today we gather together to awaken to the truth for a doctrine that transcends any doctrine, the dogma, the religiosity. It's the truth that comes from our heart. It's something that is our essence, and of course, that is spiritual love consciousness. Because love is not something that we just do. Love is also who we are. It's our essence. And you've heard me talk many times about the fact that love is the most powerful force in the world, and that love is our essence. Because God is love, and as they say, as is written in 1 John, whoever lives in God, and God lives in him. And of course, the concept of God, it's a universal concept. I don't have to go over that again, but it's infinite. It's what I call panentheistic. It's transcendental. It's also everywhere here now. What really got me on this topic about spiritual love consciousness is that I ran into a YouTube video with a guy named Federico Fagan, who was very instrumental in developing the microprocessor in Silicon Valley. So obviously a physicist with a tremendous mind for science. But what intrigued me is that he has come up with similar to exactly the way I feel and think, he's come up with his theory of consciousness. And his theory is that consciousness is outside the brain. And of course, that is the main question in consciousness. Are we just biological machines where consciousness is everything within the human being? Or is there also an external force of consciousness? Of course, I believe it's external and internal. Because if it was only internal, where would God be? Right? And so that's what we're talking about. Because consciousness, in my opinion, and the opinion of Dr. Fagan, is that consciousness is not just in the brain. Now, my definition of consciousness is a lot simpler. It's basically consciousness is intelligent energy, which is defined as our ability and capability to direct energy, which of course includes light. And so consciousness is everywhere. The interesting thing about what Dr. Fagan had to say is that we can only observe what we can observe, and that's in classical physics. So we observe light, we observe gravity, we observe ourselves, but it's more than that, because consciousness really derives and is originated from what we can't see, what Dr. Fagan calls the qubit, or the bit, the information that really projects on to what we view to be our ultimate reality. So it's a lot. But in the Bible, it is said, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. And that's what we're talking about. In the beginning. It's that basic energy, the basic substance of life. That is God. But guess what? When we react to love, love is not merely an emotion, is it? Because as I've told you many times, you are love. We are love. Because love is a vibration. It's a frequency we can attune to, that we connect with, that connects and aligns us with everything that is. You know, science now knows, what the mystics have known, is that our thoughts, emotions, intentions do affect the world around us. It's simple. It's the famous experiment. The observed affects the observer and vice versa. And we are participants in the world, aren't we? We are participants. It's not just us observing and being in the world. It's we're participating. Our consciousness affects the world, because love is the highest frequency. And this is not a metaphor, it's a mission. You are here to be light. Jesus said that you're the light of the world. And you are light. You are love. But you see scientifically how it tunes in. It makes sense, doesn't it, that the essence of life, the information that projects to what we see, feel, and hear, but that we can only communicate with our highest selves and God through our highest consciousness. Because you can't think it through. You can't think God in. You can't feel it. Well, maybe you can feel it, but it's an intuitive power that we all possess, because God is in here. The kingdom of power is inside. So let us become that love. Let us know that spiritual love consciousness is outside and inside, that it's everywhere, and it's also transcendental. That's the truth. And again, what do you think? The truth is the truth. Jesus says, by everyone, you will know that you are my disciples. And what he meant by that is that when you are love, and you're teaching love, that you don't have to preach, you don't have to convert people, you just have to be love. You just have to think love, to act in love, to think love, to be kind, to be compassionate, to find that passion, to understand the broad strokes of love, the infiniteness of love's power, to love yourself, to attach yourself and to become your highest self, to love unconditionally. When you do these things, you will know and understand that you are the Christ, that you are Christ consciousness, so to speak, that you are connected and aligned with all that is. Dear God, this moment we know that we are spiritual consciousness, aligned with God, aligned with our highest selves, and that we manifest this powerful love, this generous, gracious love each and every day of our lives, knowing that we are aligned with all that is. So it is so, amen. So go in peace, and on your ever-ending quest and our quest, become love. And remember, love is the way.